Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to make a shift command, and this shift command is basically going to use a confirmation embed. It's going to log to a certain channel and it's going to ping a certain role in the embed. Okay, so first of all we need to do a quick modification on our index.js. We need to go down to our try catch, for me it's line 66, and then you need to add after args, put a comma and then client, because we're going to need to be using the client objects in this video. So that's going to be it for this modification. Then we need to go down and make a new file in our commands folder. I'm going to call this shift.js, and then the first thing we need to do is create a command. So module.export equals, then the brackets, open it up, name is going to be shift. Our description is going to be starts a shift. Okay, so that's all good, and then we need to asynchronously execute this, and we're gonna have our message, our args, and our client. So then we're gonna need to open this up, and then we need to start on our embed. So first our confirmation embed is going to be a new message embed, so const confirmation embed, and before we do that we need to actually get the message embed from Discord.js. So we need to go up the top and do const, we'll just do brackets like this, equals require, and then Discord.js. Then we can easily do message embed. So new message embed, and then we're going to not do a title, we're just going to set a description. So the description is going to be, are you sure you want to host a shift? Click the, and then we're going to have a green emoji and then a red emoji, so click the. Okay, I'll be back in one moment. I'm just going to get the emojis. So green circle, and then to get the Unicode version you type a backslash and then it'll return that. So click the green emoji, and then we also need a red emoji, so red underscore circle. You can do whatever two emojis you want, as long as they're Unicode. For this it'll be easier. I might do a video in the future how to do a custom emoji for this. Click the, and then red emoji, reaction to deny this request. So this will only work with the person clicking after they've made the message. So we're just going to set the colour as blue. And you can, there are default Discord colours you can use in embed. So for example there's red, green, or for example in this case blue. You just have to, if you want to use one of them, just type it in. Otherwise you can do the hashtag and then the hex colour here or whatever. So we're just going to do this as blue. And then we need to send this, so we need to do const message, because we're going to need to keep this as a variable for later, equals await message dot channel dot send confirmation embed. So this confirmation embed is literally just going to be sent straight away, and then we can start listening for the reactions. So first of all we need to react, so message.react, and then we can grab our green emoji, paste it in here, and then just to make sure that we're not going to react in the wrong order, we're going to do a promise, so dot then r and then message dot react. And then we're going to do the red emoji, so we'll just click the red emoji and copy it in. So now we're going to drop down 2 lines, and then we're going to do await message dot await reactions. We're going to do 2 brackets, so reaction, comma, user, go across a bracket, and then we're going to do user.id is equal to message.author.id, and then open up brackets again, reaction dot emoji dot name equals to this. I'm going to copy it in a second, or reaction dot emoji dot name equals this. So it's not going to look or run code when we don't have the specific reaction that we wanted. Make sure it's perfectly no spaces in between, and then we can just do a comma, and then on our next line we can create our max and our time. So max is going to be once, it's only going to run at the most once, and then time is going to be let's say 30,000, which is 30 seconds. Then we can, hang on, let me see if I've closed this off. Okay, so we don't want this closed off here, we want that one to be here, because we're closing it off fully. And then we need to do a dot then, and then we need to get the collected. So what have we collected? And then we can get, so if the collected dot first dot emoji dot name equals to our green emoji, then however, if this was not the case, so we didn't get our green emoji, then it has to be our red emoji, because we've defined up here that it has to be either. So we're just going to quickly do this part, so message dot reply, and then we're going to just say cancelled prompt. Then we're going to go down to here where we have the both types of brackets, and we're going to do a dot catch, two lots of brackets, error. Then we're going to go across one, and then we're going to open it up with our curly brackets, and then drop down, and we're literally just going to message.channel.send, and we're going to say prompt has cancelled due to exceeding the 30-second timeout, exclamation mark. So now we're going to do what happens if it was a green emoji. So const log channel equals client dot channels dot cache dot get. So we have our client from here because we've sent it through, so we don't have to worry about importing it any other way. And we can just go into Discord and we can get our log channel ID. So this is our log channel. We can just copy the ID of it, then we can drop down, paste it in. We're then just going to copy this, and we're going to rename it to sent channel, and then we're going to go to our shift channel, and we're going to copy this ID, and we're going to go down, and then we're going to just paste it in. So next we need to start on the date part. So let today equals new date, const d equals string today dot get date, and then we need to go out of this and then dot pad start 2 comma then in quotations 0. Then for the next part we need to do our month, so const m equals string today dot get month, and then we need to do a +1 dot pad start 2 comma and then 0. Next we need to do our year, so const year, and this is a lot easier. We just have to do today dot get full year. Okay, so now we have our day, month and year. Next we're going to get our minutes and hours, so const minute equals today dot get minutes, and const hours equals today dot get hours. Next we can just define today, because we've already got our info for here. We don't need to use the today again, so we can just say today equals d plus, and then in quotations slash plus m plus, then we can do another slash, and then we can do plus y. So this is literally just going to be day, month, year. If you were American or did a different time, you could just do like day here and then month here, which is what I'm going to do in this case, because I know a lot of people here watching are American or use that format. So next we're going to do const log embed equals new message embed, and we're just going to then do dot set title, and we're going to do hosted shift, and then we're going to set a description. So we're not going to use fields because we might as well learn how to concatenate properly. So set description, and then we need to do some template literals, and we need to do hosted by, and then we need to do message.author. Then we're going to do a new line, so slash n, which means new line. So then date is going to be, and then so today, because we've already made what our date is up here, and then we're going to do our time. So another new line, time is going to be hours, so hours here, and then we're going to do minutes, so hours colon and then minutes, and then that should be it for this part of the setting. So now we can just send the embed, so log channel dot send, and then we can do the embed, so log embed. And next we need to quickly do our last embed, so we're going to send. So we need to create it. So first of all we need to get our role that we're going to mention, so const role to mention, which you can call whatever you want. I'm just calling this for simplicity, equals message dot guild dot roles dot cache dot get, and then we're going to go back onto Discord, and we're going to get, so I have a role called shift, and I'll just right click it and copy the ID, drop down again, and then paste it in here. So that's all good. Now we can just quickly make the embed. So const shift embed equals new message embed, and then we can do dot set title, and we can do shift is being hosted, and then we can do dot set description. We are going to use fields in this one, so I'm literally just going to put come on down to first shift, and then we're going to add our link. So we're going to do dot add field, and then we're going to do caf name, I can't spell name, and then we're going to do a comma, because then we're going to add our value, and then in here we need to open quotations, and then so in these square brackets we need to put what it's going to show as. So we're just going to say link, and then we need to use normal brackets, and we're going to do the game link here. So just for simplicity, I'm going to quickly grab the YouTube link. So YouTube, I'm literally just going to just grab youtube.com, and then paste it in. So you would just grab your game link here. Okay, and then we can just set a footer. So set footer, and we can do hosted by, and then $message.author.tag. So this is just going to be a string, so our tag, and then we can just send the embed. So send channel.send, and then we're going to do our brackets, and then template literals, $ curly brackets, role to mention, and then we're going to do a comma, and then we're going to do the shift embed. So this is just going to mean it's going to mention the role, and it's not going, and it's going to send the embed in the same message, so not two separate messages. Okay, so now all I have to do is run the bot. So node index.js. Perfect. Ignore what it's saying in general. That's just the automatically sending thing. So in primary, I'm just going to say !shift, and then it's going to say, are you sure you want to host this shift? Click the reaction to confirm, and click the reaction to deny this request. So if we were to deny it, it would say cancelled prompt. However, if we were to not deny it, we would click on the green circle, and then so in shifts, it is sent the shift, and it says link. So if I click on the link, it will take me to youtube.com, and it's also pings the shift role, but it hasn't pinged me. I'll look at that in one moment. And then hosted by, and then the date, and then the time. So just give me one moment, I'm going to look into why this isn't working. Okay, I've just worked out the issue. My account didn't actually have the shifts role. So if I go back over the shifts now, it will, and then I'd make another shift, so shift, and then it will ping me this time. And then it'll just take me to youtube.com in this case, but it would take you to somewhere else. Okay, so I hope this has been a useful tutorial. I know a lot of people want to know how to do stuff like this, so I'm glad I've done a tutorial on it. This basic concept of waiting for messages can work in any concept. You just put the code you want to run after inside here. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow for a new video, guys. See you then.